Hello and welcome, my lovely Leo. Leo, your card in tarot is, your pip card in tarot is the King of Wands. This is the leadership card. This is the card of the self-confident, the brave, and the inspiring. The message from this card: be a good role model. All right, Leos, this is your weekly intuitive energy and card reading for November 24th through December 1st, 2019. Remember, time is merely a pretense. This could be past, present, or future energies and or lessons. This is a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, House positions, but it still will not apply to all. Do hang around for the entirety of the reading to pick up general Leo messages. All right, and I do apologize for the tardiness of the messages, but divine timing being what it is, they're a little late this week, but they're still here. All right, my lovely Leo, what do we have above us? So on Friday, the 22nd, we started our Sagittarius season. This is the season. Sagittarius are the joyful centaurs, the archer centaurs hitting the mark, snipers, if you will. But most importantly, they enjoy all aspects of life, from the most intense experiences down to the itty bitty details. We have this new moon in Sagittarius on the 26th. So remember to set your intentions and make your wishes. I've already started working on mine very, very carefully on my own schemes. But this full moon is, what does freedom look like for you? What happens when you do your fair share? Sagittarius tend to be overworked and underappreciated, and sometimes they do fake enthusiasm or get skittish like a centaur horse and run off away from whatever it is that is troubling them. They can also be procrastinators. However, what would freedom be to you? If you do your fair share, who would have to step up to fill in those gaps? And of course, who would stand in your way? It's always who would be your block. We also have Venus in Capricorn. Finally, some fatherly love energy. If you have daddy issues, I don't think I have daddy issues, but I certainly love having a daddy. So we're just not going to talk about that too much. And let's get on with this reading. Me being the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest calling with unconditional love and, of course, gratitude. So I thank you now for all your likes, your subscribes, your patience this week, for my late readings, for giving me a break. You don't need sometimes when you're an Aries or Leo, you don't know you need a break until you're knee-deep in the business. I'm just going to do the same thing I usually do. Ask Spirit, what is the lesson we need to know for my lovely Leos? I'm going to take my drippy lovey-dovey deck from Alice in Wonderland and, of course, see if I can get some love messages for my lovely Leos. All right, Leo. Let's see what we have coming. Leo, we know what freedom is, right? I'm a Leo rising, and Leos who aren't free don't do very well. Freedom is very critical right now for those of us who don't feel like they can freely move about. It's going to become an issue, probably because we feel so obligated for the holidays. Is that a lack of freedom? Are you where you want to be? Remember, live your life well and be a true role model. The Knight of Wands, the Sagittarius energy. Are you not feeling so good this Saggy season? We're about to step into Thanksgiving and you are in reverse. This Sagittarius card also represents this Knight of Wands. This also represents staying energy. A Knight of Wands can be a bit of a player, a bit skittish, as the Centaur can be, and run off a lot. But this is that kind of staying energy of a fire sign, that ability to just remain where you want to be. And unfortunately, where you want to be in the qualifier of that card is the Nine of Swords. It is the anxiety card. It is the hide your face card, because it sucks so bad, and it feels like it feels a little bit more ostrichy, like putting your head in the sand and not wanting to see it. You're staying in the anxiety is what that message is. And yeah, it's ostrich energy, Sagittarius. You're just a little tired, and you need to look to you need to let people do their fair share. it keeps coming up in the Sagittarius readings, and Leo, this is going to look like it's going to be your lesson. Remember, Leos, this is the last fire season before end of March when we come into the new solar year. And Aries, I have the One of Swords, the intellect card. This is an inspiration card. This is that mind card, this thought card. I have a spark of a thought, an inspiration, an idea, a concept. And it goes under that Knight of Wands card. It's one of the reasons you want to stay, Leo. It's one of the reasons why you're having trouble. Oh, I'm going to take that card. It's one of the reasons, Leo, you're having trouble leaving is because that concept or that idea is one of your good ones. And it kind of feels like if you depart from where you are, it almost be like you have to start over square one. But the idea is to get moving. The idea is to take the Chariot and get moving. The Chariot is moving from your free will, not moving from where you are. Sometimes you have to move from where you are, Leo, and appreciate the resources in front of you. But this is, the Chariot card means you've hit a hurdle. Not just hit a hurdle, but made it past a hurdle. Whether you jumped it, you ran through it, or you went around it. Whatever you've done, you've been able to step into the Chariot and exercise your free will to move freely forward. To take that thought and idea and go somewhere with it, as opposed to just hanging around with it and holding on to it and saving it for, like, maybe when things are better, or, you know, maybe after we pay off this or that. There's always another bill, right? But this is that energy of you need to get moving on something. You know what you want. It's almost like you have the concept around you, Leo. And you could have a Cancer in your energy that is kind of spurring you on, but no, I do use the pip cards for people cards for in this reading, from this deck for a reason. It's because this is a motion card. This Cancer card is moving forward. I'm going to clarify the Cancer card. What do my Leos need to know about this moving forward? I'm not going to take those because those fell. I don't like the falling cards. Let's see what we got for my lovely Leos. The Hermit card still came out again. This was one of the 3 cards I just put back in. You've been thinking about something, trying to get your light going again. This card, when it comes up, it tells me that perhaps you had to start something over. You had to pull away from something because it was draining you personally. And so you had to pull away from something with this Hermit card. Re-inspire yourself, revigorate yourself, get your light going again to be able to move forward. So you've really... It's like you were staying somewhere, and for whatever reason you had to move, or you're gonna have to move, and you're gonna have to get out of that Hermit energy. Hermit energy is very healing. It's very, reunifying yourself with yourself. But this kind of energy, it feels very much like, Leos, you've been holding out on yourself for too long because you've been denying yourself. So this card, this you are one, or you're the one, you are one, is about authenticity and the sun. You're not living in your authenticity. You are wearing a mask. You are hiding from your sun in a way. It's like you've decided you were going to be responsible adult and take care of things and whatever. And you weren't going to chase this dream and kick up your heels or your hooves in a Sagittarius way and chase after it. But now Spirit is inspiring you further to say, well, it was a perfect idea then, and it's still a perfect idea now, even though you're going to be launching from a different place. This is the whole season and the whole energy, this last of 2019, that we're actually moving into absolute, total authenticity in our total selves. Even if we are still working at the post office or still shoveling shit, whatever it is. Not to say that those are bad jobs, but those are obviously not the arts jobs, or playing the piano, or, various things that people like to do in dreams. And it's that energy of you need to forget the King of Swords. This is advice from Spirit, the King of Swords in reverse. You need to forget the logical. You need to follow your heart. This could actually be a Aquarius in your energy, but it's a wish not coming true because you're not facing the hope, the light, the magic of it. You're still just so dry and so I got to do this responsibly, even though it feels like Spirit is opening up a path for you with the Chariot card. More advice from Spirit. Oh, that's like 6 cards. I'm not. No. This is a really hard deck to shuffle. But it is actually a really, I don't know if you saw that. But it's actually a really, this deck, man. Leo, you just need to be your authentic selves. Oh, you insisted on that Page of Swords, Spirit. Okay. King of Swords, 10 of Pence, 7 of Cups in reverse. This is giving up on, I don't want to say giving up on family, but this is realizing your options and your hopes and your dreams aren't with your family. You're not going to build a legacy where you are right now. You're going to have to move on and make some decisions to make that. You're not going to be the wealthy, grandpa at old age the way you're moving now. And this is take that turn, take that option. 7 of Cups is options. And this is the letting go of illusions, letting go of the fantasy that, if I keep going and I just keep, doing supposedly the right thing, I'm going to end up, old man with my grandchildren on my lap, even though, full well there's no happiness where you currently are. And then I have the 3 of Wands and the Page of Swords. Now, Spirit said with this Knight of Swords in reverse, your first bit of advice was to follow your heart, not your logic. Follow your faith. Follow your dreams. You know a path. And 3 of Wands is the patience on that path with the Page of Swords. Look at that lovely deer. They're messengers. They're getting ready for the journey. But this is like really pay attention. Do some research. Google some things and realize that you're not stuck. Really think about it. Don't do any crazy spying, but do something for yourself where you can really research. Read the fine print. Don't let somebody tell you, if this and this happens, you'll fail. You can't do that. That could be coming from somebody who hasn't a fucking clue, which 9 times out of 10 it is. Do some research. That is, figure it out for yourself, because the advice you're getting with the Page of Swords and the 3 of Wands, if you work at it, if you have a little patience, you do a little research, there's no reason you can't, and follow your heart. There's no reason your dreams can't come true. Bit of a generic reading. It's because of, Jack of, what do my Leos need to learn and know about love right now? You have to make a move to be a little bit more solo. Leos, this is definitely you in the pip cards too. It is the, but it's about you getting that fire under your ass to get you a little bit more, Spirit is saying, get a little bit more financially secure. Keep going. You don't have the finances to live the life you want right now, so work at it. And once you start working at it, you might not feel so inspired at first, and the work might not seem so great at first, but you're heading towards your 9 of Cups. The beginning work always kind of blows a little bit, and you're not very inspired by it. In fact, you're kind of like starting over, kind of daunted by it. But once you start this journey and you really begin to picture your 9 of Cups, your true 9 of Cups, not the 9 of Cups that you're trying to get away from, the one that's not working. This is the 9 of Cups that you need to move towards. Once you kind of feel that out, love is going to come in. That 9 of Cups, this is in reverse, and it's just because you're not feeling very inspired right now. But Spirit is saying it's just because you have a little more work to do. Okay, when you're doing this work, you got to put down your burdens and make a little effort. And some of it's going to be fun. Some of it's going to be with friends. Let your friends and family help you. It's kind of that card. It is a reason you have people to be with, to lift your heart up and help you through these burdens. You're not doing it alone. You're not really doing it alone is the message here. But there is love in your life. Spirit always likes to pull this card out when I hear the whining from the signs, like they don't feel like, where's the love? Where's the love message? This ridiculous obsession with love. This is not that. This is, you are loved in your burdens. You just don't think you're loved because it ain't your ride or die. Because it's your, your mom, your buddy, and your brother. It ain't your sweetheart, kind of thing. But it's there. And that's the kind of stuff that grows bigger and bigger and actually becomes something worthwhile in our lives, to the point that we begin to attract other individuals that we want, as opposed to people we wouldn't want. There's a King of Air working on the same things you are, Leo. That would be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're not doing that well either in the Department of Finances and the Department of really being able to give and take. And that's what they're waiting on as well. I feel like you know who this is. And you're working towards something on your own, Leo, in terms of getting prepared for a relationship or some kind of dream come true with another person, a give and take relationship, an honest relationship, an authentic relationship that's just not coming to pass right now, because you both kind of are coming from, it feels like from a starting line, from Ace of Wands, a very uninspiring, like, I got left with nothing and I'm starting over, and maybe if I can get to a place again, we can like hit it off. But you guys are both, Leo, both working on, you're both working on a 10 of Cups for each other. Whoever is your secret admirer, perhaps the air sign, Leo, or whoever you're loving on is loving on you too, but you guys both feel you're not worthy for each other, and you both feel like you have to be a little closer to this 10 of Cups before you can introduce each other to each other's selves and what you got. It's almost like you guys are old-fashioned-y pulling together a dowry for each other. And that talk about a new relationship, that new feminine, masculine perspective coming into love to give to each other. It's pretty beautiful. And that's what you're headed towards. So all the work you're doing for yourself, for your life, this authenticity, this work from the heart, work from, you know, do some research, all that stuff you're doing, it is heading towards your 10 of Cups and true love. So hang in there, my lovely Leos. This is just a lot of reassurance from Spirit this week for the holidays, and I hope you have a good one. They are upon us. December is too. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and thank you for sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip or donate. If the Spirit moves you, book a personal reading, email in the box below. And of course, have a very, very good week, my lovely Leo.